Okay.
Okay, Jim, rolling.
Okay, this is my Gretsch. This is my baby. I've had it since 1997, and it came from Frailers in Runcorn, who are vintage guitar importers. Came originally from Nashville as a job lot from Frailers. Just to go through the controls, the obvious ones on the guitar is the Gretsch Bigsby. Every part of this guitar is original apart from the damper control, which because of sweat has needed to be changed. That's just the rubber pad on the top. Everything else is absolutely all original. The controls on the guitar, the bottom one on the bottom bout is a master volume, so that takes the master up and down. The two bottom ones are volumes for each pickup: bass pickup, treble pickup, and an on and off switch at the bottom. So that takes your guitar in and out. Useful if you want to unplug your guitar. You don't need to, just switch it off. And there it is. There's a damper control for the dubber or the damper or whatever, and that's, I always forget where the bloody thing is. And that is just below the Bigsby, so pulling that up gives you the... I don't know who'd want to use it. Instead of using it.
Is that engaged?
That's engaged. That's engaged, and that's off.
Just play the same riff, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very noticeable, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I know, the switches at the top often confuse people. The top switch is a tone switch, so in the middle it's as you would hear the guitar now. If you point it down towards the bridge, it's half treble loss. So it's a sort of rhythmy sound. In the middle again, and then up towards the top, it's a full bass. So it's here. Immediate switch back into it. So you can control the pickups and set between the two with the volumes and use your master to bring it up and down. The bridge is the original Gretsch bridge. As you can see, a lot of the gold plating sort of wearing off. I made the decision not to get it gold plated.
It's not too bad.
The headstock, what's unusual about a Gretsch is its top fret. So it has a zero fret, which means that the actual action can be as low as you like, on the neck as you like. It's recently been set up by a pro setup. Even the machine heads are all original and really keep it well in tune. They're non-covered at the back, so that they open machine heads as were on all the Gretches. Like I say, everything about this Gretsch is original. Okay.
What was the thing I was going to ask you? No, that was it.
Okay. So turn her over and talk about the back.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Okay. So if we turn it over, look at the back. These leather covers are only put on the expensive Gretches. So from the 6120 upwards, the Country Gent, the White Falcon, they all have these. And so they're all pressed studs. You unpress the studs. Inside there is let's unplug it and show you it. It has a cover that gets to the back of the guitar. Yeah. And once you unplug that, you can see the original finish on the guitar, the original finish as it was before the sunlight took it away.
Not an awful lot of difference.
Not a lot of difference, no. But you can take this inspection panel off and it gets in the hole inside the guitar. Any problems with the electrics, which I've never had, you tend to find Gretches, all of them have armour plated wiring inside, so that once they're sorted, they're sorted. Again, the leather cover on this is in remarkable condition. I often see them, played Gretches where people have taken this off because it just has worn out. Very little belt buckle rash on the back. and very little mark down the neck. It's pretty
It's
clean.
been looked after, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I know what I was going to say. The F-holes are...
Yeah, the F-holes, if you're not familiar with Gretches,
facial...
are painted in.
Yeah.
They fool most people.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, it's cut out the feedback when Gretsch is first delivered to Jet Atkins. He didn't like the fact that they fed back quite a bit because of hollow guitars inside. But when they played acoustically, this guitar's quite nice. It's a maple cap, and it's so it's built as a Gibson acoustic would be built, and I think it's rosewood or mahogany back and sides. So it's built as an acoustic guitar would be built. Quite nice. All the binding on this guitar, which is worth noting, is as original, which is good for a Gretsch of its year.
Yeah.
Very rarely get a Gretsch where some of the binding isn't coming loose or hasn't been repaired. This has not been repaired.
Yeah. Okay, looks in good nick. That looks good, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. What for the Gretsch?
Gretsch scratch paid £200.
Okay. So I'm just showing this Gretsch case, which is obviously a little bit more road
wall.
Yeah.
It's okay inside.
It's 90. This is a 1964 original. So there's a few marks on it. I mean, I think the hinges and all that work, don't they?
Yeah,
Because
works on it. Yeah,
they're usually the first thing. So it was obviously well made in the first place.
I think it's made out of actual plywood.
Let's get in there. It's usually these bits here, the handles that go
Yeah.
on the modern cases.
One round the back as well.
Okay, that's it. Right, so this is it. It's got like a wine coloured interior. The interior is not too bad, to be honest.
It's in very good nick, the interior.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's whatever's had a hiding, it's been on the outside.
Yeah.
I've had one of these drop out the back of a van and bounce down the road, and it was all right. Guitar was still in tune.
I hope the driver lost his job.
On Prescott Road as well. Thought somebody's going to run over it by the time we stop and go back for it.
Let's put the guitar in it. How'd you put the tram?
I should put the tram. Well, if you want to close it, put the tram down the bottom.
Yeah, towards the back.
Towards the bottom back. Yeah, just wind it down to the bottom.
And then with the Strat, you got to take it off, really.
Yeah, you have.
So that's the fitted case.
Yeah, and it's the original case for the guitar.
Like that. Okay, and that closes nicely. Okay, I'm just going to take a couple of pictures.